So guys, welcome back to another video. Today, it's not gonna be long or anything, but we're gonna discuss something very important that I really want you guys to know. Even though you know it's this summer and I should be hanging out with my friends, going to the music park. I did so much things. But you know, it's me. In my typical life, I love to read though. And that nothing's gonna stop me from doing that. So today, I had some stuff to do over the summer. I had these books and I really wanted to share them with you. But this book I'm going to introduce to you first. I really want you guys to listen because this was my favorite one. It's called The Galaxy Zack. It was really nice reading this book, and it was basically about this boy named Zack, and they went on a field trip. And he had this game and he really loved it. And he played it with his friend on Earth. Do you know what the Earth is? Yeah, that's where we live. Everyone lives on Earth in different places on Earth. But we all live on Earth. And then he went to another place far away called Galaxy. But not really, but it's called Galaxy. But that's what the title of the book is. But it's basically a place. It looks like a galaxy, but it's not a galaxy. But I can't remember what they named the place. But that doesn't matter anyways, because I enjoyed the book, and I hope you guys enjoyed listening to what this book was about. So this boy, he went to school, and his name's Zack, right here. And you see this person? He's from the galaxy. And he's bullying everyone because some people aren't from the galaxy, especially new people. That's what they said in the book. That especially new people, they get bullied by him. And just because he's from the galaxy, he thinks it's really good that he should bully. Do you think it's really good that people should bully? I don't think it's really good that people should. So, when he came into the school and he wasn't from the galaxy place, he bullied him all the time, and especially other people. He was really new to the school, and his name's Zack. And he never ever knew why people just hated him so much. So, it's really hard to understand why does people hate him. That's not a good reason for people to hate you. Do you think it's good that people hate people? Nah, I don't think so. So, what I think is that he should be a little bit more nicer. But there's no way, because bullies are bullies. So there's nothing that can change. But before the story ended, something kinda changed with the bully from school. He decided to change a little. I want to find that page and show you. His dad and his mom found out. So on this page, he kind of was a little scared. Isn't that a little strange or weird how bullies can be afraid of something even though they're not afraid of being mean to people? That's, I think, he really thinks weird. But there's nothing to be weird about that. Sometimes people can change over some feelings or what they're feeling like. But he really, really feels scared because he used to love Zack's puppy. So, have you ever loved something and then all of a sudden you stop to love it? Is it something, someone, or an animal that you used to love but you stopped loving it? I think I have one issue. I used to love corn and now I stopped loving corn. That's strange, but people have new appetites to eat. So he's afraid of the dog. Isn't that weird, as I said? Well, not weird for everyone. People are afraid of stuff, but they can be strong in different ways, though. And here it just tries to say that he used to love him. And I think that's good. And if you know what the word kindness means, tell me in the comments below. What does kindness mean? Well, it means you're being nice to someone, even though they weren't nice to you. He's giving him, the bully, a hot dog. The bully has something to say. And this is why it was my favorite book. This part was really funny. So listen, he gave him a hot dog. He's from the galaxy, so he has no idea what a hot dog is. But it's not her best friend. It was just her friend. Because Bree is her best friend. And he's having a football match. They decided to become cheerleaders so they could cheer up for him so he can win. So all they needed to know is which team is he on. So they asked and they got it. So then they would be able to cheer for the right team. And they cheered. But something very terrible and very mean happened before anything could even do. Before the day of them cheering for him, he said, I do not want to go to my match. Isn't that unbelievable? If I was ever going to a sport that was having a big event, I would definitely have to go to play or see. I would never miss it. But he still ended up going. But the girls, that didn't stop Bree and Fancy Nancy. That didn't stop them. They still went, and he still went. And that still was a little good. But he noticed it on the plane. And then this happened. Bree, her best friend, was about to play sports. And Fancy Nancy didn't even know. She was just up so fancy. Because Fancy Nancy is kinda a French name. Because she comes from French. That's why in the show she's always speaking French words. And she says, that's French. That's in French. So she was all pretty, looking good. And look, a little tiny present wouldn't hurt from Bree, right? A little tiny nail polish, right? That couldn't hurt. And Fancy Nancy adored stuff, even if it costs for her nails, her body, or her clothes. She would always be happy if it was glitter or something fancy. So probably this would be very happy. And then before the video, I'm just gonna go say this part really fast because it's my favorite. All the girls in the football match, because they had a football match. But if I didn't tell you that, I'm telling you that now. And they all made a pyramid. If you ever know what a pyramid is, it's some cheerleaders who make a pyramid. And if you don't know what it looks like, it's kind of like a triangle, but then it has these sides. So it gathers the face. So in the front part, they call it the face for it. So they basically just made a pyramid. And two girls on the side posing. And the rest in the middle were making it. And I don't think you can see where Fancy Nancy is. But from my opinion, I think Fancy Nancy, and I know she's right here down on the bottom next to her friend that play, and they're still on the same team. So I guess that should be a favorite book. Now, you're just going to tell me down below which one was your favorite book. Next up, I have some math. You're probably saying, how could you do some good math? Well, here is some good math. Have you ever heard of using these? If you see up here, there's 3. So I'm just going to write the number 3. And 3 plus 2 gives you 5. You can't see that on the top, but it says number 9, and there it goes. 3 plus 2, 3 triangles plus 2 more triangles equals 5 triangles. And then you have another one with 3. For number 10, 3 green circles plus 1 green circle equals 4. Because what comes after 4? What comes after 3? 4. So if you add 1 more, you get 4. And then the other one's 3. 3 plus 3 squares plus another 3 squares equals obvious 6. And for this and up here, I think you guys should obviously know that you should do some of this strategy. Because if you can't make a circle properly, you should put a line. So there was words on this book, so that was showing on the back. So I made that as a guide. It was a guide. So the words, I just made it as a guide. So I could make perfect circles for an ant because it says 5 ants plus 1 more ant equals 6 because I wrote the number 6. Then I used this dot line. If you know what a dot line is, it just helps you to guide it. So you see all these dot lines? These help you guide to trace properly. And to me how to learn to write, that was exactly what I did. Trace. So I just traced on the dotted line. I'm going to draw perfect circles for cats. So it gave me 7 because 3 plus 4 gives you 7. Then exactly like this one, exactly like this big one chart, exactly with this big chart. I basically did the exact same thing. 2 squares plus 3 squares equals 5 squares. No matter if you switch the 3 or the 2, you'll still get 5. And there's a lot of pages in this book, so I think I should read this to you because I think you're still wondering. So I'm gonna read them to you for the strategies. So this one says, use pictures to help you complete the addition sentence. Write the sum. That is just basically saying these tools are helping you to solve this. Because the first time I looked at these two, I was confused. But once you read what it's actually telling you, you can actually see that these are supposed to help you guide you, through helping you guide you to find out the exact same thing. It's helping and it's guiding you. So it's really, really helpful. And it's probably the same thing. It helps you and it guides you so you can find your answer properly using the stuff on top. This one, it says, this one you have to think very smart. Use cubes to show adding to. If you don't know what adding to is, you have something and you add it to it. So you have 3 and you add 2 to it. You adding something to it. That's 2. You're adding it to the 3 to give you 5. 5, 5. If you're putting that together, you're finding something. So you're putting something together. So here's one. You're putting the 3 and the 5 together to give you 8. You're adding the 3 and you're adding the 5. And do you know what gives those two numbers? You don't know? That's 8. This one, use cubes to show how to add 1 turtle to 5 turtles. Draw cubes. And you probably think that's really easy if you look really close to my picture. It's really easy to tell that the number is 6. So I think that's really all. And I really hope you guys enjoy. Because I think that is all for today. And I think you guys enjoyed. And remember the drill. Make sure you're staying healthy through this summer. You're reading. Stay careful of the COVID. Drink water, eat those vegetables, and stay safe, everyone. Stay safe.